Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's topic. As you know, the topic today is very crucial, and I realized that this is a huge, major problem in Pakistan, and it's been here for since forever since I've been visiting the country Pakistan. So I'm going to discuss about this, and if you like my channel, please click the thumbs to like the video and click the red button to subscribe. So let's get into this. Traffic noises that cause a lot of problems just by witnessing that noise, for instance.
2 महीनों से मैं कराची में नहीं था। आई वॉज इन दुबई, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए गया हुआ था। वैसे ही बहुत बुरे हालात हैं कराची के, बट अब जब मैं 2 महीने बाद आया हूँ तो बहुत ही वर्स्ट किस्म के हो गए हैं। मतलब वर्स्ट टेंशन इतने ट्रैफिक में फंसा के जाता है कि उसका दिमाग वैसे ही खराब हो चुका होता है। अभी हर जगह मिट्टी, हर जगह खुदा हुआ, कहीं से कोई रास्ता नहीं है। समझ से बाहर हो गया यार ये। अब जब से ये ग्रीन लाइन बनी है तो उसकी वजह से रोड जो है ना वो बिल्कुल बॉटल नेक हो गया, इतना कंजेस्टेड हो गया है कि डेली, मतलब अभी इस टाइम पे ना स्कूल जा रहे हैं बच्चे, ना ऑफिस जा रहे हैं लोग। इस वक्त बज रहे हैं तकरीबन 3:15 और अभी भी रश है, फंसे में बिला वजह ट्रैफिक में। क्योंकि अगर आप ब्रिज से टॉप से देखें, ये नागन चुरंगी की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, तो बिल्कुल बॉटल नेक हुआ हुआ है। तो किसी भी चीज की प्लानिंग नहीं है, सिर्फ खोद रहे हैं, बुरी तरह खोद रहे हैं यार। अच्छा, इससे कितने नुकसान हो रहे हैं। सही है, सबसे पहला नुकसान जो लोअर से अगर हम शुरू करें कि भाई गाड़ियों का नुकसान हो रहा है, बाइक का नुकसान हो रहा है, वो जम्स खत्म हो रहे हैं, धड़ धड़ खड्डे हैं लग रही है, टायर्स खत्म हो रहे हैं। उसके बाद आपकी पूरे इलाके की ऐसी तैसी है, आप कहीं जा सकते हो अगर आप 5 मिनट में, तो वहां आपको 20 मिनट लग रहे हैं। फिर तबीयत खराब हो रही है लोगों की, मेंटल हेल्थ तो बहुत बाद में आती है, पता नहीं कोई सोचता हो, लेकिन वैसी जो मिट्टी उड़ रही है, धुआं, नजला, मेरा खुद कान बंद है तकरीबन। मुझे आए हुए 12 दिन हो गए हैं, मेरा कान जो है ना लेफ्ट वाला बंद है, नजला इतना शदीद है। कहीं बाहर निकलो या तो गाड़ी में जाएं, बाइक हर जगह गाड़ी में नहीं जा सकते, हालात ऐसे कर दी हैं। तो जो है आप बाइक पे जाएं तो फिर बाइक में तो आपकी पलकें वाइट, जो बाइक पे जाते हैं ना यार वो लोग रिलेट कर सकते हैं यार। भाइयों, बहुत मुश्किल में आप लोग भी जिंदगी गुजार रहे हैं। फिर मेंटल हेल्थ, हर जगह खुदावा, गुस्सा, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, महंगाई, कचरा, चीना झपटी, बच्चे अगवा। अबे भाई, ऐसा लग रहा है कि पता नहीं कहाँ यार कोई बहुत खतरनाक जंगल है जिसके अंदर जो है ना हर कोई मार सकता है आपको, कोई भी जानवर मार सकता है और आपको खुद सरवाइव करना है किसी तरह। ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन है भाई, बहुत दिनों से चुप हैं, लेकिन क्या करें। अभी आज मोबाइल उठा के एक चीज है, मैंने कहा चलो यूट्यूब पे डालूं, कुछ बना के जा रहा हूँ। मैं आज निकला हूँ, दूर जाना है, शारा फैसल जाना है, तो इन सब चीजों से जूझते हुए जाना है। ये खड्डे खुड्डे यार, कसम खुदा की। अपना मुल्क है ना, अपना शहर है ना, तो जो है ना क्या होता है कि फिक्र भी होती है। अब ये वाली बात नहीं कि यहीं से पले, यहीं पे पड़े बड़े और यहीं से तुम्हें जो है ना फैंस बने और शोहरत मिली और यहाँ पे बुराई कर रहे हो। भाई बुराई नहीं है यार, ये फैक्ट है। आप देखो, आप मुझे दिखा दो खड्डे हैं, ये सब मसले हैं कि नहीं? अगर हैं,
Probably I don't have anything else to discuss, but I decided to talk about this as a major topic, which is a huge problem and issue in Pakistan. So let's deep dive, shall we? But the problem in Pakistan is beyond recognizable to normal levels, and this is the current position that the road traffic situation is in of any civilized nation. So let's deep dive into the topic today. Traffic noises that cause cardiovascular and diseases and heart attacks. So the source of the stories are linked inside the video's description box, and you can check it out for yourself. The topic is out of scope to discuss any of those topics within the topic discussed of road traffic noises. So I'm not going to get into that. Western traffic noises do not exceed noise levels of 55 decibels at any given moment. So there is a base standard of traffic noise that can be heard normally in any city in the Western world. But in Pakistan or subcontinent, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, for instance, all these countries, yeah, it's a whole other problem. The other topic is motorbike silencer, unrestricted, driving by in such a loud, rude, obnoxious way that if you're a person just having a moment on your life and some motorbike drives by, it's so far exceeding that it hurts your whole eardrums. And that is the point what I'm trying to get into and discuss this issue. So, for instance, if you had this motorbike in the Western world, and it was just this one guy driving around without, sound restrained on his motorbike silencer, I mean, every neighborhood he would go, he'd make such a noise, and there would be people who'd like point out, "Hey, man, you got a problem with your motorbike. Can you just fix it? Can you make the engine noise a little bit smaller?" But no, in Pakistan, it doesn't work that way. It's like the more noise you make off from your motorbike, the better it is. You know, you're more macho or something. You're more provoking. That's the attitude that I've seen. I own 4 or 5 motorbikes, and trust me, one of them is really loud. But the really cheap motorbikes, the ones that you can buy like really dirt cheap poor bikes for the average man. I mean, and then they make the silencer, unrestricted. So when they drive, they're obnoxiously loud, and it is such a ugly noise to listen to or witness. It's not like a designed engine flow of power dissipating from the bike. It's like a scattered noise, and it's so like clanky noise from the silencer. It's just pathetic just to witness it even. And in Pakistan, they've got some other bikes which are, I don't know, gas driven or something, and they make a bubbly loud noise. So now you have the unrestricted silencer petrol engine bikes. Then you have the gas engine bubbly noise making equally loud noises, and it sounds like somebody's taking a shit. That's how bad it is. I mean, and people think it's really cool. So I don't know what the normal thing is in Pakistan, but it's really ugly. Like these both noises are real ugly. For instance, you're in a house and you're a house resident and you're just having a time, inside your home, and a motorbike drives by. It's with these loud. It's like, yo, man, why doesn't this guy fix his bike? Like, why did I have to listen to this guy's motorbike? It's a silencer problem. See the point I'm getting at? It's like so uncomfortable. It's like just pathetic. And basically in Toronto, I'm from Canada, so they're in Toronto. They passed a law. It's called the noise reduction level from your vehicle. So if your vehicle exceeds that level of noise, and in the street where the sign is, then your car will be penalized, and you will have to fix your noise level, and you're going to get a pretty heavy fine to pay for at the police department. But here in Pakistan, oh my God, nobody's like, bothered. It's like, yeah, the more noise you make, the better it is. And it's so rude. It's so like savage. And it's like beast, savage, pathetic. It's like, what happened? It's like jungle law or something. Hey man, I should get a bike with 10 in my car, 10 bike silencers, and just put it on my car so it makes the loudest noise on the road. And if you're in a residential home and this bike happens to drive by, there are side effects when you listen to it. But again, I'm not going to get into the medical aspects of what happens when you listen to this. I'm just going to discuss the silencer problem in Pakistan on traffic roads and other loud vehicles. For example, if you're living in a building rental unit and it's like 3 a.m. in the night, you're in deep sleep, and I've witnessed this myself, to be honest. Like there was this one building where I was staying for a night, and it was in low-income housing, and basically it was pitch quiet, and all of a sudden, from this, it was a 6th floor where I was staying, and as it was at 3 a.m. and everybody was asleep, and all of a sudden one motorbike down in the street, in the narrow streets where they have these streets, you can go to the other building and the other building within this low-income housing. And they've got like huge buildings, every other building is 6 to 7 floors, 8 floors, and they're all over this local area. And it's densely populated area. I'm sleeping, 3 a.m., all of a sudden, I can hear a loud motorbike approaching near my building, and it gets as close to the building, gets louder and louder. It gets so loud that I can hear the next door neighbor in the other apartment like waking up, and it's that disturbing. And then as the motorbike passes the building, he's going and waking up the other residents of the other building, and it's so forth. And there's nobody to say anything about that. It's like, how? And the guy's like, he's like revving his engine. It's 3 a.m. There's no goddamn authority to stop this. Or nobody has the balls to go and say, hey man, can you keep quiet? Nobody says anything. It's like, do whatever you want. It's the law of the jungle. That's a big problem. How do you feel if nobody owns up to that motorbike doing it again and again? I want to know. How do you feel? I mean, there's no complaint, then how do you go to the authorities and file a, hey, we've got a problem of noise complaint? Like, there's no such law here in Pakistan. So there'll be another motorbike who'll wake you up at 4 a.m. There'll be another motorbike who'll wake you up at 5 a.m. By the time you know, it's like 6 a.m. You gotta like 8 a.m. You gotta go to work. So, I don't know, it's like weird. It's really, really weird. It's not logical. It's just not logical whatsoever. Or complain to any authority to reduce the noise reduction in your neighborhood. That's what the point is. And then the other thing is, to give another example, number 2, the rickshaw problem. Like, what the hell happened to these rickshaws? Why don't you just reduce the noise from those vehicles? I mean, if you've got enough technology, it's 2025 for God's sake. You can like design a rickshaw that makes no noise, And seriously, I've seen electric rickshaws. They don't make any noise, seriously. They're very fast. But then what about these petrol rickshaws? Why don't they fix their loud engine noise? It's so pathetic. On the road, you're driving and these loud rickshaw drives by. Like, I can't even sit in a rickshaw unless it's a life or death situation. But it's like, the other day I knew a friend, she took a rickshaw ride and she took it after like, I think 1 year. And she usually takes a in-drive or a taxi. And she took a ride on a rickshaw because there was no other vehicle and she needed to get to another place. And she says, I got off the rickshaw, like the whole mind was like shaking. And I don't blame her. I don't ride a rickshaw. And I'm not even a girl. But like, this is from a girl. So you can imagine, it's so pathetic. And people ride the rickshaw here. It's like no big deal for them. It's like, yeah, man. It's like, this is cool. It's not cool. It's pretty pathetic. You got to fix your rickshaws on the road. And, the government should put some tax. Whoever makes a noise, this is how much money you should pay annually. But yeah, the government doesn't think. But oh my God. Example number 3. Old buses. They are like 1960s, 1970 model, and they're still driving in 2025 on Pakistani road. Like, yo, you gotta get some new buses, or take these old buses out and put the new buses. No, there's no such law. You have the new buses, you have the old buses, you have the medium level buses. You got everybody. It's a full circus. Well, welcome to country Pakistan on the roads. And I'm not gonna get into that. The bus issue is like, it's pretty sad. I mean, I feel sorry for the person who doesn't own a motorbike, and if you don't have a ride to go to work, then you need to take a, bus. Yeah. And then, example number 3, outdated vehicles. What in the world happened to, like, we're in 2025. So if you bought a car in 2015, it's probably pretty used up. You gotta get, it's not even road worthy. Yeah, I understand it's a poor country. You can fix the engine, rehaul the engine, put all new components of that car and still drive it. But yo, I mean, like, you need to keep up with the standard of roads, of the global standards. But no, I've seen cars from 1960 still driving on the roads in Karachi in Pakistan. It's that pathetic. And, it's like, I mean, these cars are not roadworthy. And the attitude of those drivers in that 1960 car, come hit me. I have nothing to lose. It's your new car that's going to get damaged. And he's just going to walk away because I'm poor. This is the scale of problem in this country, Pakistan. Why don't the authorities stop these older models who are old? Like, for Pakistan, I would say anything beyond 1980 is not roadworthy. And what happened to the government? Why don't they impose another tax for these vehicles who are driving on the road? And they're causing all kinds of engine pollution, environment pollution, etc., toxic, gases, why don't they just put a tax? They'll make more money. I know everybody likes to make money, especially government, so they can make more money. But nobody thought of this. So, wonderful people, this is the amount of problems that are on roads in country Pakistan. And we were talking about just the noise level. So, if you are witnessing such a noise, it is very scary. And, if you look at the article in the description box, if you witness such a noise while you're just standing there, it can affect you in your health. And apparently there's no base standard in Pakistan. So if you witness, like I said, if you're sleeping at 3 a.m. in the night and somebody drives down, you're woken up for the next half an hour. So there's no base standard, and it affects your health. And it's pretty dangerous, and they're very loud. I mean, I thought living in Canada was like hearing a car very loud once in a month was pretty bad. Over here, it's like the frequency of loud engines. It's like every 5 seconds. It's like, just go stand outside on the street where these number of motorbikes are passing by. I'm not against motorbikes. I'm just saying put a silencer and make your loud noise into a small noise. That's it. I'm for motorbikes. I'm a motorbike rider, but I have my motorbikes in cross-check. But these people, no. The gas engine makes a bubbly fart noise, from when taking a drop in the toilet. And the loud cheap motorbike with no silencer restraint, it makes such a clanky voice. It's pathetic. It's like it shows the situation, the state of the mind of the country that is in, which is in the gutter. So yeah, these are the problems, and it can be fixed. And I hope somebody does something about it, because it's like every second motorbike on the road is making a loud noise. And I was thinking, why doesn't the government of Pakistan take all the petrol bikes, motorbikes? Yeah, well, how are they going to make money? And give them e-bikes. That will make the whole road situation much better on one level. But yeah, that's not doable. Everybody wants to make money, even government. So yeah, they can reduce the noise level, at least in neighborhoods. Well, if you learned a couple of things, if you can add more suggestions, you can leave a comment. And I hope you learned something about the traffic noise problem within Pakistan. And let me know what your comments are. And see you next time.